I think we need to have a little bit of a vent session here. Oh my god, I look atrocious. Hang on. That's a little better. I still look atrocious, but we're gonna ignore that. Anyways, we're gonna have a little bit of a vent session because shit be wild, bro. like, okay, so tell me why the relationship that, like, I have talked about in some of my previous posts, we wound up breaking up, and that was, you know, like a while ago. We broke up shortly after Christmas, which was what those videos were about. That's not even what baffles me. Just the sheer fact that, like, I'm not a relationship person. Like, I don't want to say that in, like, a bad way, but I like being single. I like being to myself. I enjoy it, but I also enjoy being in a relationship, and I like being in a relationship. Like, don't get me wrong, but something about the idea of a relationship, like, aches me out, if that makes any sense. Like, I have so many ideas and so many thoughts and so many, like, worries or whatever, and I guess I have high standards, which, I mean, if I'm being so honest, they're not even really that high. Like, a lot of it is bare minimum that apparently isn't bare minimum anymore. Like, excuse me, but it's just like the sheer audacity of men, okay? Like, the sheer audacity of men. Like, I'll be talking to someone, things are going great, and they're like, oh, you want to go on a date? And I'm like, sure. Mind you, I've been on one date in my whole life. And I'm an adult. I've been on one date in my whole life. And I'm like, sure. And then they're like, okay. So they plan it. They tell me, you know, kind of the idea of what to wear and when they'll pick me up. And I'm like, cool. 5 minutes late, whatever. Maybe they got stuck in traffic. Maybe they need gas. 10 minutes late. Okay, you know, traffic, gas, whatever. An hour late. I'm like, okay, let me text them. No response. Okay, an hour and 30 minutes late. Let me try texting them again. No response. It gets to 2 hours, and I'm like, fuck this shit. Okay, I should have said fuck this shit at like an hour late, okay? But I didn't. But I should have. And so I'm like, I'm gonna try calling them and be like, I'm just gonna get unready, like this, like, I'm sorry if you're really, like, stuck in traffic or whatever, but, like, I'm not, like, you know what I mean? And the call fails. So I'm blocked. So I got stood up and blocked. Okay, cool. Whatever, right? I ain't really tripping. Like, I'm tripping a little bit, but maybe for 5 minutes. But then a few months or whatever go by, and I start talking to a new guy. Same thing. Or they, like, don't even ask about the date, and I just randomly get blocked. Or I'm talking to a guy, he's initiating the flirting, initiating the talking, all this other BS. He's engaged. Been engaged for a few years because they've been dating for 6 years, and they're college students, and they just recently moved to where I'm at. So no photos of him and his girlfriend posted on social media. No lock screen, no home screen of them. No ring. Flirting with me, initiating the conversations. So I decided I'm gonna add you on Instagram. The moment I add you on Instagram, you change your profile picture to you and your fiance with her going like this with her ring. Well, I guess it's the same, with her ring on her ring finger. Like, oh, okay. So make me look like a fucking idiot. Okay. I love that so much. So whatever. Started talking to this other guy. He's really nice, really sweet. Literally, like, everything, not everything I want out of a man, but a lot of the things I want out of a man. We decide, you know what, let's make it official. We make it official. Things are going great. He starts posting me on his, you know, Instagram, his Snapchat public. I'm like, okay, cool. I'll match the energy. I'll do the same. Never had a guy do that without me asking, so I'm like, I'll match the energy. I love that. One tiny little disagreement. I forgot about what the issue was 5 minutes later. That's how irrelevant and small it was. Got ignored for 3 days. 3 days. So by the time he's talking to me, and mind you, during these 3 days, I'm like, okay, whatever, like, I'm detaching, because what the fuck is this behavior? Like, my 5-year-old cousin has better communication skills than you, and you're in your 20s, buddy. Like, my 5-year-old cousin has better communication skills than you. What is this? So I'm detaching. I'll go ahead and remove all my posts. Now, I still have in my, like, bios that I'm in a relationship, because technically we've not broken up yet. And I'm a petty person. I wanted to be so fucking petty and take it so extra, because he was being a little petty. But my petty is extreme. So I was like, you know what? Let me slow my roll. Calm down a little bit. Chill the fuck out, because maybe what happened was deeper than I'm thinking it is. You know? Which, you know, is a possibility, right? But no, it wasn't. It wasn't. If I'm being so honest, I still don't even know what fucking happened. All I know is, like, we started talking. Man had the audacity to say that I was too much. That I was too much. That the relationship was too hard. That the relationship was too much. And we hadn't been together for very long at this point. So I'm like, are you even trying, though? Because you ignored me for 3 days, and I gave you your space. I texted you good morning, texted you good night. Didn't blow up your phone. Didn't just be like, fine, you want to play that game? I'm going to ignore you too. Or fine, you want to play that game? I'm going to dump you. I gave you your space. I gave you your time. I even apologized, even though I had no idea what I did wrong. And I even said, I'm not really sure what's happening. I don't know what's wrong, like, but I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. Like, if you want to talk about it, like, let's talk about it. If you don't, I'll give you your space, right? And that's what I did. Gave him his space for 3 days. And then the 4th day, I texted him good morning. He's like, morning. And I'm like, oh. I was like, do you, like, I was like, are you okay? How'd you sleep? Whatever. He's like, fine. Whatever. He was like, I'm fine. I slept okay. And I was like, okay, that's great. I'm glad. And I was like, are you feeling any better about the situation? He was like, I don't know how to feel. And I was like, that's totally fine, you know? Like, I'm still oblivious to what's actually wrong. But I'm like, that's fine. I was like, do you want to talk about it? And he was like, no, I'm going to go fishing with my dad. And I was like, oh, okay. Like, that's great. I'm glad you and your dad are spending some time together. I was like, have fun fishing. Text me whenever you're home, like, if you feel like talking. And so later that night, he's like, I'm home. And I'm like, I was like, oh, that's great. Like, how was fishing? Did you have fun? He was like, yeah, it was cool or whatever. And I was like, that's great. I'm so glad. Like, I was like, did you catch anything? He was like, yeah, I caught some stuff. And I was like, that's great. And he was like, yeah, whatever. I'm gonna go eat dinner. I'll text you after. And I was like, okay, you know, have fun at dinner. Enjoy your food, right? And 3 hours later, he texted me. He was like, I'm done eating. Okay. It's not like he went out to eat. He was just eating what his mom had already cooked. And it took him 3 hours. Which, honestly, I don't think it took him 3 hours. I think he just... And I was like, he was like, I'm done. And I was like, oh, hi, like, how was dinner? Did you like the food? And he was like, yeah, it was okay. Like, it was fine. And I was like, okay. I was like, did you want to talk? Or, like, do you just want, like, to go to bed? And he was like, we can talk. And I was like, okay, cool. I was like, what do you want to talk about? He goes, well, I still don't know how to feel about the situation. I don't know how to feel about us. And I don't know how to feel about you. You're, you know, too much, and you blow up my phone. And I was like, dude, I just left you alone for 3 days, and I texted you like 4 times in those 3 days. But okay, I blow up your phone. Right. Whatever. So I was like, oh, I'm so sorry, blah, 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 like, apologizing, right? Because, like, yeah, I mean, like, I see people with reels. I blow up my friends' phones with reels. I was trying not to blow up his phone with reels. I think there was one day that I sent him quite a bit, so, like, that, you know, was a little over the top, I guess, because he was mad at me. But, like, other than that, like, bitch, be so for real. And, like, I also know he was ignoring me because he was opening all my the texts that I did text him, he was opening them and leaving them on open. He was looking at the reels and shit that I sent him and leaving them on read or seen, whatever, right? And I'm like, so you are just ignoring me. If I posted something on my TikTok or my Instagram or whatever, he looked at it. It's like, I knew he was actively ignoring me. Like, I'm not stupid. But I'm like, okay, cool, whatever. You know, and so I was like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, you know, it's totally understandable to not know how you feel, not understand the situation. And I was like, do you want to talk about it, try to figure it out? And he was like, nah, not really. And I was like, okay, is there anything else you want to talk about? He was like, I don't know. And I was like, okay, well, I'm going to bed. Because at this point, it was like 1:30 in the morning, and I had to be at work at 8 a.m. the next day. So I was like, okay. I was like, I'm going to go ahead and go to bed. Like, I have to be at work at 8 in the morning tomorrow, so I'm going to go to bed. Good night. Sweet dreams. And he said good night. Well, he didn't say good night. He said G-in. Okay. At this point, I'm starting to get pressed. I'm starting to get pissed. I'm texting my girl. I'm texting my girl, and I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be so fucking petty right now. I'm gonna be so petty. But like, she's kind of talking me out of it, and I was also kind of like, but I know I shouldn't be, because like my petty's like fucking through the roof. Even though he's being petty, but his petty was like here. My petty's like fucking like airplane level high, bro. I'm a little insane, I will admit. But I also know that I'm insane, and I know when to not, like, be insane. Like, I have my moments where I'm insane, but, like, for the most part, I'm kind of, like, whatever. So I'm like, okay. I woke up the next morning, and I texted him good morning. Didn't hear anything from him till later that day at, like, 6 p.m. And he was like, hey. And I was like, oh, hi. And that's when, like, we kind of talked a little bit more, and he was basically still saying that, he was like, yeah, I like you, but I don't think I can be with you, and all this other BS, and still saying that I was too much, and the relationship was too hard, and I'm thinking to myself, like, you're not even trying, but okay. I was apologizing. I was like, do you want to try to talk about it, make it work? He was like, no, and I was like, okay, fine, we don't have to, like, I was like, so what do you want to do? He goes, he was like, well, I still like you, but I don't want to be with you. And I was like, okay, cool. I'm not going to force you to be with me. I'm not going to force you to stay. You want to break up? Let's break up. I'm not tripping over a man. Well, I'm kind of tripping right now, but like, I'm not tripping over a man. This is so that like, I stopped thinking about it, because I have been thinking about it a little bit, because technically we're still friends on Snapchat and still follow each other on Instagram and TikTok and stuff, but we don't really talk. Like, he'll snap me occasionally, like, streaks or whatever you want to call it. Like, I'm hardly on Snapchat, so it's like, whatever. But I'm like, okay, man. But I'm also the type of person, like, I don't block people. You can watch me live my life. Like, my life is amazing. I have so much fun. I don't know if, I'm not going to call it my influencer era or whatever. But I enjoy posting. I enjoy being out there to the public. Like, what is social anxiety? Like, I don't know her. Never heard of her, right? Like, I don't care. Like, I post on TikTok, I post on Snapchat, I post on Instagram, I post on, obviously, here on YouTube. My goal isn't necessarily to make money. Now, yeah, it would be amazing to make money off of it. And sometimes I do, like, on TikTok lives, but it's not a lot. But it'd be amazing to make enough money to live off of this. But I'm not an influencer. Would I like to be? Fuck yeah. Influencers are fucking amazing, and it's dope, and I enjoy it. But this is fun for me. This is entertaining. This is like an outlet, I guess. I like being out there, okay? I do. So I'm like, I'm not tripping out. Like, and when me and him broke up, he had the audacity to be like, he literally, like, oh my god, he literally said, he's like, he was like, I also know that you only got with me because you wanted to have a boyfriend. You just wanted to be in a relationship. That's why you got with me. Oh my god. Buddy, we broke up over text, buddy. Calm the fuck down. Calm down. Okay? Also, like, if I just wanted to be in a relationship, why would I pick you? Like, no offense, but if it was just about being in a relationship, why you, out of people that are my friends or used to be my friends that I know like me, or the people, the like hundreds of people that add me on Snapchat a day, or the fucking creepy people on TikTok in my comment section, or private messaging, like my next door neighbor's little best friend that has a crush on me, like, or he doesn't anymore. He had a crush. Let me paraphrase that. That crush is over. But like my coworkers that like me. The coworker that I had a, you know, whole issue with, like, if I just wanted to be in a relationship, if I just wanted someone to say I have a boyfriend, if I just wanted that, why would I pick you. Someone I know who is busy. I know, you know, like, why you? Out of people that I know aren't busy, or people that I would see more and talk to more. Why would I pick you if it was just about wanting a relationship? Be so fucking for real right now. You're the dumbest person alive for that BS. Did I say any of that? No. But I thought it. And I just told him, I was like, after he said that, I was like, that's not the case. I was like, I take relationships very seriously. I've had maybe 3 exes in like 20 billion talking stages, or situationships, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Okay? I take the talking stage seriously. I take relationships seriously. I take everything seriously. Well, not everything, but like in that type of situation, I take it seriously. You talk to get to know a person, and as you get to know the person, you know if you like the person, and if you like the person enough, you date them, and you're dating them because you obviously like them enough that you want to make a future with them. And then the longer y'all are dating, y'all are making that future, or you see the future, so you're continuing. So y'all are dating to get married, so that way y'all can live, you know, have that future that you're working towards or looking forward to. That's the way I see it. Nowadays, it's, do you want to be my boyfriend? Or you want to be my girlfriend? Yeah. Day 1 of dating, let's go fuck. Like, I'm sorry. And then it's like, after we fuck, he blocks her? Like, no. Like, I'm sorry. That's gonna sound so rude, but this is my hot take. If you're letting a guy hit, and then he blocks you, or he ghosts you, like, what is that? That's giving addiction. That's like, instead of it being addicted to vape or weed or heroin, he's addicted to fucking pussy, cat, whatever, right? Like, all you're doing is feeding his addiction and making yourself, like, I don't want to say a whore, but depending on how often you do it and whatever, like, a term like that could be used, but it just kind of, it icks me out that girls are okay with that. And I mean, I get it. In this generation, that's pretty much all that's out there, is hit it and quit it. But, like, take my girl, for example. Bro, her and her man have been together strong. They're engaged. They're getting married. Like, that's what I want, bro. Like, I'm so jealous of their relationship. Like, it actually, like, irks me how jealous I am of them. And it, like, it's just bad. Like, don't get me wrong. I'm so happy for her. I love it for her. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited for the wedding. But I'm so fucking jealous. Like, obviously, I don't want her man. That's her man. I think he's disgusting. I think he looks like a naked mole rat. Sorry, boo. But I want the type of man she has for myself. My cousin found a great man, and they just recently had a baby. They're, oh my god, they're so perfect. They're so perfect. And I'm like, bro, where the fuck is it my turn? But, like, perfection takes time. You can't rush. But, like, no, I'm literally, like, irked out because why is it the same fucking story, just a different guy? Same story, different font. Like, that's what my love life is giving. At least I can say the story is switching up a little bit because, like, I wasn't just randomly blocked. I was told that I was too much, which has happened before. Even when I'm being not a lot at all. But sorry, guys. My dinosaur back there is fucking being weird. I don't know what that bitch is doing. Well, that's a leaf, but she's back there on this side where y'all can't really see. She's being stupid as fuck. But yeah, I just gave her some new fishy friends. Oh, there she comes. But yeah, like, y'all can let me know in the comments, like, if I'm overreacting or if, like, I'm crazy, but, like, I genuinely, like, sometimes I feel like I was put on this earth not to be loved, but to show people what love is and show people how to love and how it feels to be loved correctly. But, like, I don't think I've ever experienced being loved correctly myself. I don't think I've ever been treated correctly myself. But I have high expectations. Well, like I said, like, I have expectations. I have self-worth. I know my self-worth. I know what I'm worth. I know what I want. I know, like, the type of person I want. I have expectations. I have whatever you want to call it. But, like, I'm not gonna settle. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be like, well, you look hot, so I'll settle for you, I guess. Or, oh, you're nice, so I'll settle. No. Pookie, I'm not settling for anyone. Like, the smallest bit of disrespect, or too many little things adding up, or too much of, you know, something happening too often, or too much, and you're like, I'm sorry, but it's not changing, like, that's disrespect. That's showing that you don't respect me and you don't care. So I'm gonna dip. I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna say sayonara, bitches, bye. I don't put up with that shit. I don't care if let's say I was talking to you for a week. I don't care. Let's say I was dating you for 2 years. I don't care. 2 years of bullshit adding up. 2 years of lying. 2 years of excuses. 2 years of whatever. It's 2 years too long. Now, I might just be the only one that thinks that way. But, like, I don't care if in this generation dating is hard. But, like, I'd rather be single and living my best life than constantly be hurt and be manipulated and be mistreated and disrespected and used like a you know what toy. So I mean, that's just what I think. And honestly, like, I'm not trying to hate, but I wish more girls thought like that. And I know some girls that do think like that, but then they're like, but you know, like, this is what I can get, so this is what I'm gonna do, even though this isn't like my, you know. But I'm still like, what you're doing is settling for this behavior because you can't get what you want, which is sad, and I feel sorry for girls like that. But, and if you're a girl like that, I'm so sorry that you have to do that. But yeah, honestly, like, we should have a weekly vent session, guys. Let me know if y'all want that, because, like, this is low-key therapeutic. Like, who needs therapy when I can yap to people online? I might be a little insane. But that's gonna end our, well, my vent session. You know, comment whatever. Let me know if y'all have any questions, any comments. Let me know if y'all want more of this. But yeah, that's my insane ramble for the day.